series of create my dream life, I decided, where the hell am I walking to? I've decided that I'm gonna create a new schedule for myself. Now that I no longer work, I've got all this extra free time, and instead of like just staying at home and doing the old mundane things, now I've got the opportunity, the freedom to just switch things up and make the most of this time that I have. It's that time of the month, and I had to come into Central. I thought, now that I'm here, I might as well treat myself to a nice massage. You need to be here. So I did think, oh, that's going to be quite expensive. You're going to think that's quite expensive. Why? It is windy, but it's windy in London. But no, it doesn't need to be. Like sometimes you have to just think outside the box. I've looked online on Groupon, on websites like Groupon and Voucher, which is where I've found my offer to do 60 minutes of have 60 minutes of my massage. I'm crossing the road for £27. So I think that's an absolute bargain. So let's see how it actually is.
Oh, look, they have loads up there.
I'm in South Kensington, and it's pretty ideal for me because that's where I just had my meeting, and I don't know exactly where I'm going to, but yeah, let's see how it actually goes, and I'm sure it's going to be great. Normally on my second day, during my period, it's always the most heaviest. I know, TMI, but so yeah, I'm going to have a nice pamper evening, so come along. Wow, so that was a chaotic intro. Why was there so much going on? I mean, I literally had like 10 minutes until I had to go for my appointment, less than that, trying to figure out where this new place was whilst it was super windy. But we made it. I don't know why Google Maps was playing up a little bit actually, but yeah, I'm back home now after my massage appointment. How was it? So, to be honest, I feel a lot more loose. Like I went in, I didn't realize, like I knew I felt tense and like quite stiff, but yeah, now obviously I can compare before and after. I feel so much better. I feel like resetted almost. And it's funny, it's like sometimes like I went in expecting it to be a lot more relaxing in a sense that I don't know, I'm just a girl. So, today I wanted it a bit more like gentle, pampering. Like I don't want it to be too gentle, but and I knew obviously it was just the massage was just in a room. So like it's not so much about the atmosphere that I wasn't expecting. But anyway, yeah, so it was like a physio place. And like they're qualified in sports massage basically. And I think it's more centered around that than just your relaxation masseuse place, which is fair. And it's funny, sometimes like you don't get what you want out of life, but you definitely get what you need. So yeah, I feel like it hit the spot. But yeah, just to give a review, it was like 10 to 15, 10 minutes or so, like of just going through some questions about where you have issues or how active you are and do you have any injuries and etc etc. And then I obviously went onto the bed to have a massage, but I kind of went in thinking like I would have appreciated if there was a towel, but they said there was no towel. So I kind of like, I don't know, I guess I wanted like obviously to do my bottom half, so I kind of had to like wrap myself around in tissue. Yeah, and the guy was super nice. We were talking about all sorts, and to be honest, like with the level that he was going at, with the pressure point, like I realized it's not going to be one of those relaxing massager. So it was actually quite nice for him to take my mind off it. And my gosh, like I can't get over how stiff the right side of my body was. Um, yeah, at some points it was quite painful. And it kind of makes sense because to be honest, like after my running, like I mean, even throughout the whole of my training, I didn't really properly stretch. You know, I didn't do like a proper massage, and like my body needed this. Um, so yeah, I'm truly grateful for that. And yeah, I would say, all in all, it was great. And then he offered like a promo for two like massages after, um, £40 each. Um, and then, but I wasn't too sure like if I wanted to do that, um, because I kind of like trying out new places and just seeing how it goes. But it was good. Like I was pleased after all, and it's the result that matters. I can't get over how different my body feels, and so yeah, funny, funny how things work out. But so I'm gonna go and make myself some steak because that's exactly what the body needs when you're losing a lot of blood. Yeah, then I'm gonna go and run myself a nice hot bath, and I bought a new tray, so I'm gonna see how the setup's gonna look, and yeah, I'll take you along, and yeah, we're gonna make the most of it. All right, see you in a bit. I've forgotten to buy double cream, and that's a big deal. Okay, when you're making steak, you need to have the right sauce, and I just can't be doing that to myself. Like, I can't have steak and not have my sauce. So I'm gonna have it tomorrow. So it is what it is. I can't have my steak tonight, but my mom did make some delicious Iranian food. So very lucky, very blessed and fortunate that there are leftovers. So I'm gonna have this dish. I don't know how appetizing that looks, but my mom says it's a Lori dish. Loristan is like a part of Iran, like a yeah, or is it outside of Iran? I don't know, but yeah, from Loristan. um, and it's really delicious. Like it's with pomegranate sauce and chicken, raisins. I think there's chickpeas as well. So, and obviously with rice. So I'm just gonna have that. And you know what? I'm very glad that I've got this because even though I haven't really done that much today, I'm just like, I'd rather not. Like commuting into London is just not it, especially on a Saturday. So I'm gonna have my delicious meal and then have my bath. Right, so I'm getting ready for my bath, and I bought this new tray from Amazon, which expands also if you have a larger bath, but 70 centimeters seems to be the right fit, which is actually perfect. So yeah, just gonna wait for that to fill up, and then yeah, and this is pretty cool. So I'm gonna fill this up, and then I'm going to set up my little station area. Ta-da! This is a good start. I know I've got a long way till I make it all nice and fancy, but yeah, this is a cute little setup. It's a nice start to pamper monthly rituals at the very least. So when you're on your time of the month, you got to look after yourself. Let me talk you through what we have here. Got a little cloth to dry myself, because obviously we're going to be in the water. Candle, a book, and then this is so cool because it has a little slot of where you can put your phone. So if you want to watch Netflix or something, it's got its own place. A cup of, obviously got a hot tea to go along with it, and yeah, this has a little what do you call it? A little hold up. I don't know what you call it. A little slot for where it stands up so you can put your book and read. I don't know if it's I don't know how that's gonna work in practice. I don't want my book to get wet, but yeah. This is cute, huh? What do we think? This is obviously gonna go a little bit further back. I should have done this before actually. Hold on. Obviously now that's in the better position. And then for my bubble bath, I bought this minimal body wash and bubble bath, pink grapefruit and aloe vera. It's meant to be natural. It's free from sulfate and paraben, and that's the reason why, because I was like, it's all well and good to use these bubble baths, but they don't look great in terms of all the harsh chemicals. With that being said, like, this still looks like a whole load of what, like, what? It said it's free from sulfate, but it's got all this other stuff. Okay, I have to look into how natural this is, because it says 100, because it does say 100% natural origin. It's all in the wording, isn't it? Okay, so this is like, obviously made it all soapy, bubbly, which is nice. And so I've put on a face mask as well. I've been breaking out a lot in the last month, and I obviously know I'm part to blame because I've been eating a lot of chocolate, and it's just been purging, and I've been picking. What am I doing? But yeah, so I've made a natural face mask, which is yogurt. Turmeric is meant to really help with acne spots, and honey is meant to be really helpful to, like, with the inflammatory whatever. I'll have to at a later point make a what are the benefits for it, but yeah, I think this is a good start. Yeah, I think this is a good start to my monthly rituals, and yeah, I think we have to do better. We've got to take care of ourselves. So yeah, I look forward to it.